Hello fellow makeup lovers. So today I'm going to be talking about some of my current favorites, and I always film these kind of randomly because I stink at going by months, but October is almost over, so I'm going to call this my October Holy Grails and Fails, which is kind of the name that I came up with for my favorites videos. But like I said, I'm not great at being consistent on them, but I have quite a few really good things to talk about today, so if you're interested in what I have to say, then just keep watching. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich, which they say is a luxurious face cream. It's 1.7 fluid ounces, and I believe it retails for $35, but they have a coupon code where you can get $5 off, so it ended up being $30. But this is just what it looks like. The packaging is nice. I wouldn't say it's super high-end, but it definitely doesn't feel cheap either. And then the inside product just looks like this, and this is a pretty thick moisturizing primer is what I use it as. It does kind of have an odd smell to it. I wouldn't say it's necessarily bad, but it's not a smell for me. It definitely has a fragrance to it, which isn't the best for skincare, and this is kind of like a combo of skincare and makeup combined. But I use this every single time before I do my foundation. I've actually discovered that it makes my foundation look more dewy. It's just really great for keeping the skin hydrated, and winter is coming, so I want to make sure that I keep my skin hydrated because it's gonna get so dry. I have the BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation Naturally Flawless. This is in the shade 201 Ivory. There is 1 fluid ounce, and I believe it retails for $8, somewhere around that, and then they normally have everything on sale, so you can definitely get this cheaper. But I've been obsessed with this foundation since I started using it. I'm not even sure, maybe it's been 2 or 3 weeks, but I've been using it every single time that I've done my makeup. I have it on now. I actually did a tutorial of the look that I'm wearing now. I'm not sure which will be up first, but if you're interested in like what I'm wearing almost all of these products that I'm talking about today, but I will have that link down below if it's already up. Anyways, this foundation is dewy, hydrating, lasts really good on my skin, and it's super affordable, so I'm just really loving this foundation. Next, I want to talk about the Japanesque Kumadori sponge. I'm obsessed with this sponge. You guys can see it's dirty right now. That's because I just used it, but it's so soft and so good. I've washed it a few times now, and there is no tears, no rips or anything, so it's holding up well so far. And I just love this sponge so much. I have a full video talking about it. I can link down below for you guys. But I've just been using it constantly. It's definitely one of my new favorite sponges. If you haven't tried this or heard about it, I definitely recommend it to you. It's worth the $10 by far. It's such a nice sponge. It's so soft. The just everything about the shape is perfect. It comes to the perfect point, so I can get right into there when I'm doing my concealer, and the bottom is perfect for foundation, so I just love this. If you do hear baby noises, it's because my son is beside me. I feel like anytime I don't mention that, I always get questions, why is there a baby in the background? I'm just trying to film really quickly. I'm actually so happy because my sister had her baby. I am now an aunt, and I'm staying with her at the moment, trying to help her out. So obviously it's really hard to film between 2 babies, between the both of us. So I'm just trying to knock out a video really quick, that way I can post something. So if you hear him, that is why. Let's just keep moving. Next, I want to talk about the Physician Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this bronzer so much, and I feel like you can't even tell. Like, it doesn't even look like I've used it that much. I mean, there's a little bit of like caving in, but honestly, this bronzer has lasted so long because I use this almost every single time I do my makeup. It's amazing how well it's lasted, and I feel like if I'm using this bronzer every single day and not seeing a difference, like, will I ever go through any bronzer that I own? I don't know, but this bronzer is so good. It smells amazing. It's the perfect tone. It's very neutral, so it's cool enough to where I feel like I'm contouring my skin a little bit, but also it has like just the tiniest bit of warmth to where it's bronzing. It like does both for me. It's really good for fair skin. So I really love this bronzer, and I'm wearing it now. I feel like it has just enough definition. It's a very natural bronzer. I can wear it when I'm not wearing a ton of makeup and it not look funny. Next, I want to talk about the Ofra x Nikkitutorials Glazed Donut Highlighter, which again does not look like I've barely even used it. I mean, it still looks pretty brand new, but I am wearing it today on top of another highlighter. a liquid one, and I just like to do combos because I want my highlight to be, you know, I want NASA to be like, what is that? So I love this highlighter so much. It's so intense. You literally only need the tiniest amount. And I wanted to talk to you guys about my favorite highlighter brush, which is the Morphe M501. It just looks like this. Honestly, these two are like a match made in heaven because this is so precise. You really want a precise highlighter brush for this because it's so intense. You don't want it to get everywhere. You just want it to be right where you want it. And I feel like this highlighter just picks up so easy. Like, I could barely tap it and like you guys can see the product on it, like, you know, bam. Which I don't even have a mirror in front of me, so I'm not gonna put this on my face. But I just lightly dusted it on the back of my hand. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is just such a beautiful highlighter. It's a lot harder to see when it's sheared out on the back of your hand. But so I definitely recommend this for fair skin. If you like a really intense highlighter, I recommend going through the Ofra website and not the Ulta, because Ofra you can get 40% off. So next I have just a few brushes to talk about, and they're all from the BH Cosmetics Carnival brush set, which I get questions all the time asking what brush sets from BH Cosmetics I would recommend, and I always say either the Carnival set or the Rose Quartz set, which I love the Rose Quartz too, but I don't have those with me. But I do have 3 with. I'm traveling right now, and I like threw a makeup bag together because as soon as we got the call my sister was in labor, we were like running out of the house. But I did grab 3 of these brushes from the Carnival set, and I love these so much. I love the entire set as a whole, but I just figured I'd mention these. It's such a great deal. And there's this one which looks just like one of the Sigma brushes. I can't remember, maybe the F45 is what this one reminds me of. They're super close. And then there is a nice big fluffy brush which reminds me of the Sigma E40. And then this one which reminds me of the Sigma E25, which is like a tapered blending brush. I just feel like the quality on these is so good. They work so well. I'm constantly reaching for them, so I just feel like they're so affordable. Like, you literally can't go wrong with this brush set. If I remember when I'm editing, I'll like do a little picture here of the entire brush set, that way you can see. I think there's like 10 brushes or something like that, but love these. Next I have a few lip products, and one is from e.l.f. and I cannot remember the exact name of these, but it's something like glossy lip oil, or maybe it's just lip oil. I'm not exactly sure, but I will have it linked down below. I'm not even sure if I've talked about these on my channel before, but it just looks like this, and I have the shade Pink Kiss with me. I also own Nude Kiss, but these are just amazing. They are like the perfect combo of a lip oil and a lip gloss. So you get that really nice glossy lip, but it has like a moisturizing factor to it. I wouldn't say that it's like the Fenty lip gloss, which I love too, which is chilling in my purse right now because I wear that one all the time. That one is more like a chapstick and a lip gloss made a baby because it's a little bit more on the thicker side, whereas this is a lip oil, so it's a lot thinner. It's super beautiful. I highly recommend. Again, super affordable because it's e.l.f. I think they're maybe $4 or $6. But I love these, and I know that they release a bunch of new shades. I really need to grab some more, but it's great just to keep in your purse and throw on, and it's just a really staple lip product for me. I mean, it's super easy and moisturizing, which I have like the driest lips of life, so that's really important for me. Last but not least, I have to talk about my Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks again. I mentioned them in my last favorites video, but I'm even more obsessed because I ordered a bunch when Ulta had their 50% off Dose of Color liquid lipstick sale. It was one day only, but it was amazing. And I'm obsessed with the darker shades. I'm normally not the person who wears dark shades all the time, but I've just come to love it. Like, just doing super simple makeup and then a bold lip is just like my go-to right now, because I feel like it makes you look put together. It makes it look like you tried, but really you didn't spend that long on your makeup, which I don't have endless amounts of time to do makeup right now. So this particular color that I'm wearing right now is called Mondays, and this is my favorite color ever. I love it so much, and I just think it's the perfect fall color. I don't even know what it is about it. It's just the perfect shade for me, I feel, and I've been wearing this one a ton. I've worn it at least half a dozen times this month, which for me is a lot for one lipstick. That's like a commitment. And I also just have the shade Brick with me, which is like a really nice brick toned red. It's not that far off from Mondays, but Mondays is a little bit lighter, a little bit more muted. but I enjoy both of them. A bunch of colors I still haven't even worn yet because I've just been so focused on Mondays, which is, it's just my favorite. I actually ordered this one for my sister for Christmas, which she doesn't really watch my videos, so it's not like I'm giving it away, but this is like her perfect color too. So those are my October favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.